Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Watch 36 to Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Flushed out right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got tape. You got tape right there. Go. Line 36.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw, Haskins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Joker. Check 43. Go. Jam.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check 99.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
18 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready? 53's mine. Check 53's mine. I'm trying to collect.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's got the hook up with Conley. Give him 30 yards there. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, they're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns' drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
36 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get out the field, defense. 53 to Mike. 50. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Ready? 15, Mike, 15. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Let's go.
They juked him. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Jackson, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Dobbins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to look deep now for Landry. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now it's smart. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Just like that. Jump. Watch 36 to Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. They were ball hawks. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready. You must be dreaming. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me.
53, Mike.
Speechless.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. 30, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post, but we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And the Browns first down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown of the new season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Out, 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 out. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the
After the sack on first down, Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Mike, you don't want nothing. Give me it. Pick up the ball. Check 26, check 26.
And I think the ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Mike 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check, check, check. Off.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Browns drive about to get started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
26 yards on the play there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Haskins. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Delta. Watch twist. What? Check hot route. Hot.
They go play action now. Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he coughed it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Watch 36.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Mike 36. Mike. Boom. Watch the curl.
Play action. Haskins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. To throw is Jackson. And able to find Conley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep rolling.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
53, Mike, 53. Let's go.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Right here, guys. Fight the big strike. Alert 3, look at it. Alert 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Haskins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on him. Mike 36. Mike 36.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard gain
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, watch this.
They go play action with Haskins. That is going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They need to get this to the 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Tucker's kick is good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. On the carry, this is Scott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now he steps away. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 38, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins able to find Switzer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Kill, it's a 6. Run it, pass. 52.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jalen Ferguson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. The Bears have just scored, so they add on to their lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Set, hut. 50 with the Pittsburgh. Target.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, it's Scott. And he shreds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout